the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First play, here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Cousins now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing on 2nd and 14. McCoy. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 44 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And there, a post route. Started out right, caught in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. Starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Come on. Here's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Murray now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's McBride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 6-0 our score after 1. And Murray's going to keep this. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Murray's going to keep it again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. get the field goal. It's the first half of the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and punt the football.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Take it in at the 3. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say, it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. First down, here's the run with Cook. On the move past the 40. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Murray. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 60 yards. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Just 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. And even 50 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. After the sack on first down, Murray under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. They've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Vikings 19, Cardinals 18.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games with touchdown Cardinals.
It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear on others.
So they like to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense for anticipating what's up next.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now Cook running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Fourth down, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Cousins to throw it. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 27, Murray. That's complete to McBride. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right on the option is Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Green. Again, Murray will keep it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Completes this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30.